What's up guys, Toya here, and welcome to Katastic. It's story time, y'all. It is story time. This is gonna be the first of many. I just want to go and share some of the funny moments that I have gone through with my cats, my current cats that I've owned previously. I just want to go ahead and spill all the beans, okay? Some of these stories you're gonna be like, really? What? That happened? Some of them you're gonna be busting out laughing. Look, I'm telling it all. I'm telling it all, okay? So this first story is gonna be the time when Ringo caught a mouse at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's right, 2 o'clock in the morning. Let's get into it. So once upon a time, in a land far, far away. I'm kidding. Listen, I remember it was a work night, okay? I don't remember exactly what day. I just know it was a work night. We had to go to work the next day, okay? So the house that we're living in now, at the time when this took place, this was still within our first year. So we pretty much had everything unpacked. There were still a few things that we wanted to tweak around the house, but for the most part, we were good. We were aware of everything going on in the neighborhood and with the house and all of that. So we were chilling, okay? We were chilling. I can't remember exactly when it was. I do remember it was starting to get cold, so it was around fall time. I would assume maybe around like October-ish, maybe. And I don't know if everyone has this problem or if it's just like specific areas. I don't know, you guys tell me. But sometimes when it starts getting cold, you got critters that like to seek shelter. And in this case, I guess we had a mouse that wanted to come in and get warm, right? So my husband and I, we're sound asleep. We're just, sleep. We're getting ready for the next day, trying to get some shut eye, right? We hear some rustling, just random rustling. And it's not uncommon that sometimes the cats, they might get up in the middle of the night, might start playing, they might start chasing each other. And, I think I woke up a couple of times. I'm like, hey, stop, I'm trying to sleep, yada, yada, yada. And they just kept rustling. I'm like, what is so intriguing at 2 in the morning? Like, bro, you can't just wait. And there's a toy that Ringo plays with sometimes. There's a toy mouse. It was like one toy that's his favorite. It went from like a brown mouse toy, and I don't know what happened to it, to be quite honest. I don't know if it got lost in the move or what happened, but he was cool with playing with the gray mouse toy. And sometimes he would play with that, so I'm thinking like, he's playing with that. So I'm like, all right, let me get up and go take this toy away from him. I'll put it up just so we can sleep, and I'll give it back to him in the morning, right? So we get up, and I go ahead and I'm looking over there to see, like, all right, let me get this toy. And instead of the toy mouse, there was an actual mouse. And I'm not scared of mice. I'm not scared of like snakes or anything like that. I know some of y'all might be like, oh my God, you're probably freaking out. And honestly, nah, I'm not scared of mice. So I can't remember if my husband was awake at that time. I think we both might have woken up, and then we're just like, oh, it's a mouse. He's upset, okay? He's like, oh my God, I gotta wake up and deal with this. I'm trying to sleep. He is not happy that he has to get up, deal with this, because he knows he's gonna have to go ahead and take care of it. So he gets up and goes to get something so he can, dispose of the mouse, right? And I'm gonna put up this footage so you guys can see exactly what's happening. So Ringo's just batting this thing around, playing with it. Milo, he's just kind of in the cut, not really knowing what's going on. And I kind of make a joke and I say, well, Milo sometimes doesn't really know how to cat. He doesn't know how to hunt. He's not the brightest sometimes. We've watched him try to chase birds and squirrels outside, and he ain't got it. So he was just kind of just sitting in the back watching Ringo do his thing, and Ringo, he's like getting super territorial and everything, because it's like prey versus predator at this point. He's smacking this thing around, he keeps picking it up, putting it back down. The mouse is just sitting there. I'm assuming that he kind of smacked him so much that he just got tired and wasn't even trying to run. So he's smacking it around, watching it kind of, try to move, and eventually he moves over to the other side of the bed, and Ringo's just, playing with him a little bit. He's just, whatever. So I'm like, bro, if you're gonna kill the mouse, just kill it. Just get it. games, or you playing with your food at this point? And my husband just fed up. He's like, you know, I'm trying to go back to sleep. I'm not dealing with this no more, okay? He's furious. He's furious, all right? I'm just sitting there. He's like looking at me like, why are you recording this? I'm like, I'm just looking. I'm just here, you know? I'm enjoying the moment. Like, yeah, we got woken up out of our sleep, and he wasn't having it, okay? So he goes downstairs, and I'm like, I don't know what he's, you know, getting. I'm assuming he's probably gonna get like a bag or something. I don't know. So, so I'm just sitting here watching Ringo, and my husband comes in, and he has a mallet. A mallet. He's just so upset. He's like, look, if Ringo ain't gonna kill this thing, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna get rid, because I'm trying to go back to sleep, okay? He's upset. He's furious, right? So Ringo's still up here trying to play with it, and my husband's like, come on, I'm trying to, you know, get this thing, but I don't want to hit the cat because, you know, he's all in the way and all of this. And eventually they were able to get enough space, and boop, he took it out. And then at that point, Ringo's looking at it. He's like, okay, I guess I'll take this. So he picks up the mouse, and so he goes and takes it and walks over to the to another corner of the room. Like, this is mine. I'm gonna do whatever. I don't know what he was planning on doing with it. My husband's still, you know, trying to make sure that it's dead. He's like getting a towel, put the towel over it, just, you know, so it doesn't like splatter or anything, and, you know, did the double tap to make sure it's dead, all of that. I'm like, I think he's dead. He's, yeah. So my husband goes to get a bag so he can discard it, and yeah, I'm just here like watching Ringo, and he's just picking it up, flinging it around still. Like, it's like what he normally does with the cat toy, or not the cat toy, the mouse toy. Like, he's upset that it's not moving anymore. It just, I wish I could see like Ringo's eyes, like face to face. See, like, he was probably so hurt. He was probably so hurt. Like, oh my God, you killed my toy. But pretty much my husband went and got something to discard it, and we tossed that, and we ended up going back to sleep. So that ordeal, I mean, it was maybe like 15 minutes, but it just getting woken up out of your sleep like that, it was just funny, because the next morning when we did wake up, because I think we had to be in I don't remember, like maybe 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. but we had to be up at like 6 and then be out the house by like I believe 6:30 or 7. So we were kind of tired. We was a bit tired, and it wasn't like we were up for a long time, but I think it was just the fact that we woke up and it took us a bit to fall back asleep. So by the time we fell back asleep, we only had maybe a couple hours left, and we were exhausted. We were exhausted. So yeah, that's the story of Ringo catching a mouse, and yeah, he did his thing though. And we haven't had that many mice. I think we've had like 3 mice since we've lived here. And Ringo, he's usually one that catches them. This isn't the first time he's caught a mouse. He's caught a mouse. There was one in the kitchen, and this dude caught it, and same thing. He's being like super territorial, trying to take it and go somewhere with it. He literally went to my office with the mouse, and I'm like, bro, you went all the way from the kitchen. You went upstairs, brought it in my room for what reason? And pretty much the same thing. My husband's trying to discard this mouse with the freaking mallet, and mallets aren't the answer to everything. Somebody please tell my husband that mallets are not the answer to everything. But yeah, guys, that's the story of Ringo and the mouse. Ringo versus the mouse. Yeah, let me know if you guys had any similar incidents with your fur babies. Has your cats caught any mice or anything else? You know, any pests or anything? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know your stories. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Make sure you like, sub if you are new. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, guys. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I am out of here.